Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to your extended. My name is Jane and I do readings for the Pisces Collective. Now if you want to get a better understanding of this reading that I'm about to do, I would go and watch the first one that I did this morning. I do twice a day. Please don't forget to put a like if you do like this video. It's appreciated and does help. So I appreciate it. Comments help as well. So that's your way you can support. There are other ways to support in the description box, and usually the first comment that I put in there. It has the cards that I use if you're interested, with affiliate links, etc., etc. All right. So this morning's reading, very much about not envying the posers. Now, while I was thinking about it, or just, I guess conferring with Spirit, they're saying that many of you have gotten past this part of admiring the posers and the gesturers, the people who do grand gestures but mean very little. And I have a hard time expressing those type of energies because I'm really not in that energy, if you know what I mean. I don't think much. I haven't thought much of people who put on big shows for people. I can see right at their root core that they still go to the bathroom like everybody else and make big loud noises in there. Okay? And I know that sounds crude, but that's the way I see people. I see, yeah, you look just as bad in the morning as I do, and you go to the bathroom and are not happy with it. And you make noise, and you have to shower too because you don't smell like roses all the time. So they're just human beings. Okay, I learned that a long time ago, and as crude as it sounds, I no longer just kind of look at them on pedestals, and I think, what are you actually offering the world? Okay, that's going to regenerate and help. And as the first card comes out, we already got it this morning. It is the Ace of Cups. Both of these cards are gorgeous in their own right. And I just realized that this deck and that deck I actually cut this deck down, but they're like, hey. So if I wanted to mix them up, I probably could. Let's see. Oh my God, Jane's getting distracted. Look at that. I could probably, yeah, it would make a nice little mix, wouldn't it? Don't mind me. What do you think, Spirit? I think it would be great. So, Ace of Cups, two Ace of Cups, regenerative. Right. Okay, so the whole point to that, because I usually don't do that, I'm usually in the reading, getting distracted. Getting distracted by shiny things. They're showing me the golden cow. We've been distracted, and the world is distracted for a long time by things that glitter, are shiny, are pretty. And why wouldn't we be? Okay, we look at things and think, wow, ooh, that's pretty. How can I get that? But the expectations of those things have gotten so out of hand that it's gotten to the point where people are left with envy and not actually being able or thinking that they can ever get what other people have. And that's when it becomes posing and fake and unreal, because in actuality, everybody can have beauty, peace, and abundance in their life of their choosing. They just have to stop looking around all the time and start doing what they actually need to be doing to get there. And that was all Spirit, by the way. Wow, that was well said. Whoever's here, stay, because you sound a lot better than I do. All right. The Four of Swords. Right. So, they want you to really take some time and rest on it. In other words, if you haven't come up with this conclusion of knowing that this is all for show, and that's all fake, or you're looking at people and they're still envious of them, they're saying the best thing to do is to rest and to actually question yourself of, what is it about these fake statues that I love so much? Is it the fact that they're showing something that I like? What is it? Okay. And right at the beginning it says to, in this, wait a minute, I'll find it because that was important. They're saying that part was important. Let me see, guys. I know I'm all over the place, but just bear with me. Okay. So what is it? It's being attractive, okay, to allurements. Let me see. Outer attractions reflect inner needs. Okay, so that's the part they wanted me to reread. Outer attractions reflect inner needs. So what is about this outer attraction of whatever you're looking at? What is it inside does it mean? So this is what this card means. Take the time and get a more comfortable spot to take the time to do this. This doesn't look too comfortable to me to take a rest. So yeah, not going to be doing that. That's for sure. I admire them, but I wouldn't do it. Take the time to figure out where you need to be going with this. They say don't do that. Do here. Go out to nature. Go crunch under snow. If you don't have snow, just take a nice little walk. Princess of Swords. Ah, there you go. Make heads or tails out of it. Princess of Swords is my Page of Swords. You guys know what I think of my Page of Swords? Page of Swords is kind of cool. In a way. We'll call her the princess for this thing, okay? But you see how distracted she is? This is how distracted I feel right now with this reading. I feel like somebody's going over here, over here. This butterfly, it's a butterfly of transformation. And she's looking at it, but she's very distracted while she's looking at it. So what are you putting in focus? Are you putting the posers in focus? Are you putting your inner needs in focus? So ground yourself, get out of the sky, okay? Go back to nature, the earth, right here, okay? And get yourself grounded, wherever that needs. And go inside of yourself. Less flight, more ground is what I'm feeling, because I feel very flighty right now, like I'm in high elevation and I'm running out of breath. You know those things. I've never been in high elevation, but I'm running out of breath, and that's what they're saying. You go into higher altitudes and you're, you know, like, but you're just making you spin faster, but not clearer, if that makes any sense. So you're losing some of your logic. So there you go. This is such a beautiful card. I feel like it's kind of, it's telling you you've come so far. It's like a reminder. And again, you see the bird, very similar, but you see the flowers. I feel that it's presenting a balance here between the, again, out of balance. We've been out of balance. We've been in the flight mode, high elevation, not really seeing clearly. Even though we're up there, we're not getting a lay of the land. There's still stuff we're seeing that's out of focus. And I think it's because of the youth, or the young immaturity of the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords always is a warning card to me. You can see new things with great optimism and see it with a lot of positivity, or it can turn inside of itself and turn into something much worse, or something into obsessiveness, into things that, you know, you think you want instead of things that you actually do want. Okay? All right. Let's continue. Oh. Where did he go? Come here. The Two of Cups. We have the Lovers again. But it's not the Lovers, it's the Two of Cups. To me, they're really similar cards. But in this case, they're not, because this Lovers card came out and it was very different than any definition of Lovers that I had when I first looked at it. Okay, so right away, it gives me a very peaceful place. Okay, them being a lotus flower, being in water, it's getting reconnected with the land, the flowers that are of the land. Do lotus flowers, yeah, they're in water, right? But they do have to connect to the bottom of the pond or wherever, right? Somebody let me know, because I feel like I'm speaking out of turn. But it's very much, I feel, a grounding between the earth energy and the water energy together to get a better, clearer view. Because you see it's nighttime and the moon is casting a glow, but it's not its original light. So it's like getting back to this grounded energy, this real harmonious energy, to dispel what isn't right, what isn't true. That's what I'm feeling from this card. That's what is coming through. And this is actually a very beautiful card if I look at it. I think it's one of my favorite cards. I think that's what made me buy the deck first place. It's such a beautiful, intimate picture of two people who are just, they're right into each other, if you look at it, right? There's no words. I don't think they even have mouths that you can see, but they're right into each other. It feels like they're connecting on a very deeper level than just the body. They're connecting spiritually. Their cups are open. I like that. And I feel that this is the people, it's talking about a harmony within yourself, that love, that telepathic connection that sometimes we've closed off because we're distracted by things that are shiny. And it's saying to reconnect with that, okay? To be in love with yourself, with your spirituality, to reconnect the body and the mind, the earth and the water, and cast off the illusions. And some of it is to actually dispel and see what we have, how far we've come, okay? You're always looking for the positive, even though there's short swords coming at you all the time. This card is very powerful for me today. It's like these cracked swords coming down to come and get you, okay? But you're just pushing them aside and you're looking up beyond them. I feel very much that you've always looked beyond them to see there's got to be something more. And you see beyond this posturing, this Six of Wands going, look at me, I'm jumping stuff, I'm fantastic, I'm bright, I'm shiny, look at me, look, 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 I need your attention, okay? So you've gone past this. And if you haven't, this is a time for you to be doing so. This is the message for you, okay? Stop looking at out there. Out there is not always necessarily what it seems. You have probably far more beauty around you. I'm not feeling the reverse of this in any way. It only means that the emotion is dismissed. Diminished. The King of Cups here speaks to me of somebody who is, you know, even though he's like going through the upheavals of emotion and people showing him things, he's always very much connected to himself and his emotions. Like he's masters, like on the white horse, okay? Like, you know, what else do you want? And so instead of being on this horse of posturing, I'd rather be on this horse and feel the peace within himself. Not what you're showing the world, but what actually is, okay? I don't need to show it. This one's in the dark, okay? This one is like in the deep, dark, internal, emotional of himself. This one's in the light, you know, showing off to everybody. Look at my plumage, look at my horse, look at my wands, look at my colors. This one is going, yeah, I don't need all of that. I got stability. I got a cool horse. I got, you know, I don't know. I got the night, I got the moon. I'd rather much of the moon anyway, so. But the King of Cups is speaking of what's actually there, what's inside, a master, okay? The Six of Wands is not a king. He's a posturer. So, you can either, you are victorious, but is it a hollow victory as the Six of Wands? Did I say the Six of Swords? You'll have to excuse me if I'm all over the place. That's the energy I'm sitting with right now. So, better to plant things that are much better for you, that are going to mean a lot more in the long run than pretending to have stuff, okay? And let's face it, the world is going to turn into a world of, we're going to need stuff now, okay? So the best thing that you can do right now is plant stuff that is renewable. Like I said, if you can plant anything, flowers even, herbs, fruits, veg, okay, anything that you can. Renewable energies, stuff that will come back and reproduces for itself, for you, okay, is a way to go. And it'll be much, much better for you in the long run, because it's going to drive people not for possessions, but for inner light and inner guidance and helping and being of help to others instead of hurting each other and being so, I don't know. So focused on the material. We need the material here in the world to get us where we need to go. But by no means should it have become a controlling thing. It's like our energies, it's like our chakras, what I keep telling you. Everything needs to be balanced and aligned for it to function properly, or we start breaking down, okay? But in this case right here, it's not working out that way. People are so focused on the materialistic stuff that it's taken control. Power, money, greed has taken control, and that's not in alignment with the rest of the world, okay? It's completely out of alignment, okay? It was never supposed to be about who's got the most. Never. Never, never, okay? But somehow it got this way. Wow. And only with a small percentage of people having control over such things. That's kind of amazing, okay? That is amazing that this happened. However, we have to get rid of that collective mindset of always looking at what we don't have, thinking it is what we want. That comes from them, not from me. So here's the Chariot. So with this 2 Ace of Hearts, this Ace of Pentacle, and the Chariot, we're leading the way into a different direction. And that's exactly where we want to go. A different direction, Pisces. We don't want to stay where we've been. No, 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 no. Staying where we've been is just an atrocious, terrible place to be. We do not want to be there. It is not... It doesn't suit us anymore. It's not helping us. So how do we do this? Yeah. We have to stop fighting each other. Okay? This is a 5 of Wands. We have to start problem solving. We have to start making these sticks make sense instead of just be at odds with each other all the time. We have to start making them work with each other. Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm going to take from the 4 agreements here. The sad part is I've been trying to get the 5 agreements, and they're always out of stock. Okay. Always do your best. I love this kitten. Look at this. Look at the eyes. Is that green or blue? That's a Jane cat. That's my eyes. They're blue. Take your life and enjoy it. Always do your best. You are alive, so take your life and enjoy it. You were born with the right to be happy. Okay? Right. With the right to be happy, to love, and to share your love. Just to be. Just to be. Take a risk and enjoy your life is all that matters. Right. You were just meant to be here. Okay? Even if you have nothing else. You... Just to be. I love the just to be. Just to be. I love that. It's like just be you. You don't have to be anything special. You don't have to compare yourself to other people. You don't have to feel like you're less than anybody else in your life. You can just absolutely be you. Absolutely just be yourself, Pisces. That's all that matters in this world. Okay? I'm going to take this one that was off the top. Don't make assumptions and be yourself around others. This is perfect too. Okay? Don't assume that they have it all. Okay? The biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do ourselves. That's another good point, Pisces. We are so hard on ourselves, and you know, I'm going to take that assumption part as you assume that they have it better than you. You assume that their life is a whole lot bigger and better than you, and you don't need to, okay? People may not even think that. People who you think are successful, they may not even think they're successful. They're just trying to get to that carrot. Some people just keep trying and they keep working at it incessantly. And why? Because there's something missing inside of them, and you're assuming they have it all and they don't. They're still just trying to get somewhere. Okay? So it's better to be out of people's business and don't assume that their life is better than yours. Just continue with yours. Just work on yours. Okay? Work on you. Inner light. Make things grow. Get things going. I mean, it's so much better when you focus on that. Just to let you know, I have been tuning out even more. I've been doing something that my grandmother used to do. I bought a sewing machine 4 or 5 years ago, and I used it a couple of times and then stopped. And I have so many clothes, you know, that you're going, oh, I've got to do a hem on that, and I have to sew the pocket on that. And I just never did it. And I started doing some of that after I do these every day, and I feel better. I feel good. Is it popular? No. Mending socks, darning socks and stuff's not popular. Do I care? No, I don't care. I feel that I want to do this. And while sewing may not be anything that you want to do, or crocheting or knitting, it may not be anything that you like. You have other things that you may like that other people may go, what the heck are you doing? It's not for them to care what you're doing. It's for you to care what you're doing. Okay? So before I leave you, Pisces, thank you so much for being here. And I also wanted to see, I'm looking at the viewfinder in my camera, and I'm looking at this beautiful picture of cards. This makes me happy. I wanted to let you know that's something that makes my heart happy, glad. All of these beautiful colors, all of these beautiful messages to you. Take care, Pisces. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings, and I will see you in tomorrow's reading for your need read. Take care.